Well, morning. So just how fast is the Desert Eagle or the Feiyue FY03H Brushless Desert Buggy? Well, first of all, going to test it on a stock 2S pack that the car comes with. Then I've got a 3S battery in. Have your guesses in the comment section right now. Now, Kevin Tolbert got this same buggy to do 18 miles an hour, but I was just on 2S, so I think we should hit about the same on there today. But this car will take up to 3S of power. Will we get close to the quoted 70 km/h speed, which is 43 miles an hour? I'm not entirely convinced we will. I think for a jump from 18 miles an hour to 43 from 2S to 3S is too big a hurdle to jump, but we will see. So let me get the GPS on board and let's get to it. Nice day for it. So how fast is the Desert Eagle buggy? Well, first of all, we've got the stock 2S pack in here, and then we're going to try it out with a 3S one, 1500 milliamp, 40C, and see just how we get on. Not going to be earth-shatteringly quick on there, guys, but Kevin told me got this to do 80 miles an hour, and I'm thinking that looks good for about 18 miles an hour, actually. Certainly, well, it might be approaching 20, but have your guesses right now. But it's going to need quite a bit more if it's going to 43 on 3S. 18 miles an hour on that. Ooh. Yeah, 18 miles an hour on that. So that's on 2S. So now time to put 3S in and see if we can get close to that top speed of 43 miles an hour. But bear in mind, this car does come with 2 extra pinions, so it may be, but it still doesn't quite reach that 43 miles an hour. I'm thinking might do mid to high 30s, but not maybe 43. But let's put the 3S in and see. Just remember, guys, if you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe. Okay. Reset the GPS. We've got a 3S pack in there now, so we're going to take a little bit more care because I think it might be. Oh yeah, that's definitely a lot more lively. Oh, and that was what I was worried about. It's traction rolling. You're going to have to feed the power in, get the best out of it, and there's a dog coming up from somewhere behind me. Oh, definitely. Oh man, that's going to be tricky to get that in, that feed the power in. Oh. Well, I can tell you now. Oh, that's wanting a lift. Almost too much power on there in a minute. Oh, just what I was afraid of doing. Sorry, 3S power. Maybe a little bit too much on there. 23 miles an hour. It feels like it's got enough power to hit, say, about 30 or so, but certainly we're not going to get up to that 43 miles an hour that the 70 kilometers equates to on here. A little more to come, I'm sure, but need to have a play around with that handling because that is not wanting to even feeding the power way. Hey, come on, Rich. Even feeding the power in from a distance away. Gonna struggle to get up to speed here. As soon as that's one to nail the power, it wants to do that wheelie thing. Wrist turn of speed on it for sure, but it is not going to hit 70 kilometers an hour for sure. That's maxed out. That's maxed out on that. I'm thinking that might be 25, 26, somewhere in that region, but nothing more than that. Oh, 25 miles an hour. Can I guess good or what? So there we have it on the day. That is how fast it is. So that is how fast it is on the day. 18 miles an hour on 2S and 25 miles an hour On 3 speed is what it is on the day, and the GPS doesn't tend to lie. It was under full throttle, wanting to pull to one side quite heavily because the front wheel was wanting to lift nearly all of the time. But some of that inherent handling problem is caused by having friction shocks on it, and I've got some oil fill shocks on order for it. So I will bring it out and we'll maybe do a speed test again once the oil fill shocks are on there, and see what a difference to the handling it makes, as I do think that, as it was, a little bit of a handful, to say the least, to keep it in a straight line, as it was wanting to lift that front wheel nearly all of the time on there. But not a bad little buggy for the money. $125, 25 mile an hour top speed on 3S. That's not too bad to my mind. Next up, we're going to take it down a beach and see just how well the desert buggy handles on a desert. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.